This is Part 2.
Good morning, I'm Renee Allen. Thanks for joining us. A group that advocates for animals is calling for action after the Iberia Parish Animal Control put down several dogs despite a rescue group offering to take them in. News 10's Britt LaFaso spoke with the group and shelter's manager about why the dogs were euthanized.
Last week, 7 dogs were euthanized here at the shelter. The shelter's director says it's not something they wanted to do, but something they had to do. A volunteer and a local rescue group says they had other options.
The euthanization of the dogs, that was very uncalled for.
Killing is a last option, not a first option.
This volunteer and member of Concerned Citizens for Iberia Parish Animal Control say last week the interim shelter director euthanized 7 dogs. They say the shelter had a partnership with an organization called Louisiana Imagine No Kill, or LINK, who would take in animals before they were euthanized. The interim shelter director, Herf Jones, tells News 10 rescue organizations did reach out, but only to let them know because of Hurricane Ida, they were at full capacity. Jones says of the 7 dogs who were put down, 2 were aggressive. He says the other 5 had been in the shelter for over 90 days, and that was causing behavior problems. Volunteers disagreed.
Oreo was one of the sweetest, most cuddly, affectionate dogs you're ever going to meet. What was the reason for putting him down?
They also say the shelter had more room.
There were still some empty kennels. There's empty kennels now. There's 8 to 9 empty kennels as we speak, and yet there's still discussion about which dogs will be put down next.
Volunteers at the shelter and members of Concerned Citizens for IPAC say they want a new director. Iberia Parish President Larry Richard says a new permanent director will start in the next 2 weeks. The rescue group says if you want to get involved, you can come to the Parish Council meeting on November 10th, where they will be voicing their concerns. Reporting in Iberia Parish, Britt LaFaso, KLFY News 10.
The interim shelter director says this year they've had to euthanize 25 animals out of 1,000 at the shelter. Then a Houma man is wanted for questioning in connection with a shooting at a Franklin business. Police identified the person of interest as 18-year-old Marge Harvey. Investigators say the shooting happened on October 25th at a business on Northwest Boulevard. If you have any information on Harvey's whereabouts, please call the Franklin Police Department. Meanwhile, out of Vermilion Parish for you, police arrested George Begley, the second for obscenity and simple battery at the Riverfront restaurant in Abbeville, according to authorities. Begley went to the restaurant Thursday and while dining began to act inappropriately. He handed out his business cards, which had his photo on them. Police say Begley went behind the hostess station where he cornered a female employee and exposed himself. Begley posted bail at $6,500. The assistant DA speaks out after a jury unanimously found Damon Broussard guilty of molestation of a juvenile under the age of 13 on Thursday. Broussard is a former police officer with the Lake Arthur Police Department and the Crawley Police Department. Thursday, an Acadiana Parish jury found him guilty of the molestation of an 8-year-old. It was first brought to court in 2013 when the girl was just a teenager. Soon after, 5 other girls said, "Me too." But their cases languished in court for almost 8 years. The victims took the stand as witnesses.
Ultimately, we would have never have gotten it across the finish line without the bravery and the courage and the truthfulness of these girls coming up there and, you know, having the courage to retell these terrible things that had happened to them. That was what made this case, and they're the ones that the whole community should be applauding.
That guilty verdict is for only one of Broussard's charges. He will be sentenced at a later date. A pre-sentence investigation could influence how quickly those additional cases are pursued. Slow but steady, one day at a time. That is how Greater Union Baptist Church details their rise from the ashes, from losing their church of over 100 years at the hands of an arsonist to enduring a global pandemic for 2 years. Greater Union has seen its share of trials and tribulations. In April of 2019, 21-year-old Holden Matthews set fire to Greater Union, along with 2 other predominantly African-American churches. We're told recovery would not have been possible without support. Help came from all 50 states and from around the world.
What the fire taught us, that number one, the building was just a structure, but the true fire is in our hearts.
In February of 2020, Holden Matthews pled guilty to 3 charges of violating the Church Arson Prevention Act, and 1 count of using fire to commit a federal felony. In November 2020, he was sentenced to 25 years and owes $2.6 million in restitution. 2 candidates running for Youngsville City Council are ready to make a big difference. Kayla Menard-Rayo and Patricia Lanier are passionate about the election race. Rayo's campaign focuses on drainage issues, fire and safety, and parks and recreation. Meanwhile, Lanier wants to continue attracting people to Youngsville and focus on the quality of life issues and economic business. Youngsville is home to both candidates, and winning the election would be a dream come true.
There's nothing like Youngsville. Youngsville is a one-of-a-kind city. And it's so important to me in my heart how important the people that live here are, how important the people that own their businesses here are to us.
I feel like I actually am called to make a difference. And the great thing about all those skills that I have is I believe they can help me to make a difference.
Early voting ends today at 6 p.m. and Election Day is November 13th.